Okay, everybody. So I'm making a video to help you all remember exactly what we're meant to be doing in these asynchronous argument assignments. So before you open up either assignment, I would recommend that you go to the Study and Review channel and go ahead and open this Unit 1 review. I'm going to open it in the browser so that I can take a look at that while I am simultaneously working on the homework. And now I'm going to click General, go over to Assignments, and open up Asynchronous Argument Part 1. I'm switching to Student View so that I can see what you see. Alright, so the instructions say to look back at evidence from previous lessons. Fill out the chart below based on what you learned about each piece of evidence. So the first piece of evidence is the soil. We measured the pH of the soil in order to figure out where it was from. And in fact, this is a good time to go ahead and switch over so that I can show you the review here. So if we roll through the review and come to this slide, we remember that we were measuring the pH of the soil. And we compare the crime scene soil to the others, and we find that the crime scene soil is the same as the Forest Park soil. So we know now that the soil that is in the crime scene came from Forest Park. Alright, so let's go on back to Teams. Oops. There we go. And we can see the question here is, what did you learn from your analysis of this piece of evidence? Well, by studying the pH, we learned that the soil, oh, I can't edit it right now. The soil came from Forest Park. Then the next question is, which suspects does this evidence connect to and why? All right, well, now we got our link to the persons of interest sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that. And let's see here, suspect 1 doesn't say anything about Forest Park. Suspect 2 it connects to because he regularly goes for jogs in Forest Park. Suspect 3 the evidence connects to because he goes for walks with his family in Forest Park. Not suspect 4. Suspect 5 bikes in Forest Park on the weekends. And suspect 7 spends time in Forest Park. So 2, 3, 5, and 7. And so you could say in your assignment that this piece of evidence connects to suspects 2, 3, 5, and 7 because they all visit Forest Park and could have tracked Forest Park dirt into the classroom. Alright, and you do that for all 5 pieces of evidence. Now, let's go back to Asynchronous Argument Part 2. Let's take a look at this one. So, if we open this up, here's the first thing. The first half of this is mostly just kind of moving over what you wrote down in the table. The main exception here is that you have a claim you need to make. So by the end of the first assignment, you should have an idea of who trashed the classroom. Your claim is going to be something along the lines of, I claim that suspect 7 trashed the classroom. I'll tell you now, suspect 7 didn't trash the classroom, but I'm just using them as an example. So, if we say the claim is suspect 7 trashed the classroom, well, what is the evidence that makes you claim that? First piece of evidence, so remember, we got 5 pieces of evidence here. So first piece of evidence, we found Forest Park soil in the classroom. Why does that support the claim? I know that suspect 7 visits Forest Park on the weekends, and so suspect 7 could have tracked the Forest Park dirt into the classroom. Alright, so you're going to do that same thing with all 5 types of evidence, including the fabric, the footprint, the coffee cup, and the necklace. And then, here is the tricky part. This is why I gave you a week to do this. Down here, you're going to write a full-blown formal argument in paragraphs and full sentences explaining who you think trashed the classroom and why you think they did it. To do that, to help you out with that, there is this cheat sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that cheat sheet and take a look at it. So you can see here, we've got sentence stems for the claim, for the evidence, and for the reasoning. And so let's see here. The evidence I use to support blank is blank. So let's use that. So I'm going to switch over to Teams. So I would say, one sentence I could say is, the evidence I used to support my claim is that Forest Park soil was found in the classroom. All right, and you use that sentence and lay it out, and you build your whole argument starting from the claim and then through the evidence and the reasoning until you get to the end, and at the end you say one or two final sentences that kind of wrap up your argument. So at the end it would probably look a little something like this. I'm going to go ahead and open up a Word document here. Alright, size 30 so you can see it. So I claim that Suspect 7 trashed the classroom. One piece of evidence I use to support my claim is the Forest Park dirt that was found in the classroom. I know that Suspect 7 visits Forest Park on the weekends, so she could have tracked the dirt into the classroom. I'll say that. Then you move on to the next one. Another piece of evidence, etc., etc. And at the end you wrap it all up by saying something like, therefore, based on all of the available evidence, I am confident in saying that Suspect 7 trashed the classroom. There we go. And that is how you're going to formulate everything. And that is the assignment. So, as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But hopefully that clarifies what I'm asking you to do in this assignment.